All right, hello. Welcome to another episode of Stand Tall. We're going to continue. We're going to start with Sun Tzu, starting in the east, moving to the west. The 18th for chapter 7 reads, "In raiding and plundering be like fire, and immovability like a mountain." There's a lot there, but I think simple is better. When you attack, be ferocious like fire, uncontrollable, raging, and wild. Immovability like a mountain, obviously be stoic, be fortified, stand true to what you stay true to what you stand for, and those sorts of things. And so we got to hear the other version of it, and where it does rapacious as fire, immovable as mountains, and we talked about Li Quan, Wang Chi, Dumu. So that was in the last episode. Um, I think really Dumu is the only one who kind of talks about fire. It is fiery and fierce that none can stand up to it. So again, just be strong. Is rapacious as fire across a plain, not leaving a single blade of grass. Just move a little mountain garrisons. Okay, so be fierce and attack like fire. Leave nothing in the wake. Burn it all, but also be able to defend and not be moved and stay true. So find out what the Daily Stoic says for the 18th of July. Now, July in the Daily Stoic is all about duty. Marcus Aurelius. Okay, so each the master of their own domain. My reasoned choice is as indifferent to the reasoned choice of my neighbor as to his breath and body. However much we've been made for cooperation, the ruling reason in each of us is master of its own affairs. If this weren't the case, the evil in someone else could become my harm, and God didn't mean for someone else to control my misfortune. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 8.56. I mean, before we even continue, just the realization that God didn't mean for someone else to control my misfortune. There is evil in someone else, right? Because that could become your harm. Don't let others' emotions, outcomes, desires, thoughts, worldviews affect yours if you know that is not the case. Now, it's okay to be open, but that's a different discussion as far as conversations go. So, the foundation of a free country is that your freedom to swing your first ends. The foundation of a free country is that your freedom to swing your fist ends where someone else's nose begins. That is, someone else is free to do what they like until it interferes with your physical body and space. This saying can work as a great personal philosophy as well. But living that way will require two important assumptions. First, you ought to live your life in such a way that doesn't negatively impose on others. And second, you have to be open minded and accepting enough to let others do the same. Can you do that? Even when you really, really disagree with choices they're making? Can you understand that life is their business and yours is your own, and that you've got plenty to wrestle with yourself without bothering anyone else? It's a good one. It is good. It is good. I mean, the dichotomy of it can also be seen, I guess, kind of on each side of like being immovable as a mountain or strong and fortified as fire. When Marcus talks about the evil in others, I mean, it could be a metaphor for the fire of others. The fire of others' passion may not be your passion, or they might be really passionate trying to move something or get, and it's just not something that you agree with, and you need to be as immovable as a mountain to stay true to your morals and fight the fire. So using Sun Tzu and the art of war kind of almost in itself against itself can be a helpful exercise of the mind to try and find the meaning behind it, and also knowing that others, whether they know it or not, might accidentally be practicing the art of war, because they might be that firebrand where they're just coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. It might be someone at school, it might be someone at work, it might be your spouse, it might be your child. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can throw variables into your daily life, and it's important that you do that, that you stay immovable as a mountain and you stay stoic, and it's your duty, and all of that. And so that's that's all I can really tie together with those two. There's like other stuff I wanted to tie in, but I didn't really see a spot for it. But I think I'll just leave it with this one. First, you should ought to live your life in such a way that it doesn't negatively impose on others. So if we just take that out of all of this and move through the day, knowing that other people have their own life, their own will, they might be tailing you, or they might be going slow, or they may not be driving the way that you want to, and you may not be driving the way they want you to. But at the end of the day, it's just important to realize that we're all humans and we all have a duty to each other. So keep standing tall out there.